I was born and raised in Munich, and for years I've guided visitors through the city. And there are a few mistakes I see again and again. Small decisions that can completely change how you experience Munich. So in this video I'll show you 5 common mistakes tourists make in Munich and what you should do instead to really experience the city. The first mistake you make is to skip the Residenz, the city palace. There are 2 large palaces in Munich, the Residenz and the Nymphenburg Palace. Both are worth seeing, however, if time is short, I would always choose the Residenz. Don't get me wrong, Nymphenburg is a great destination, especially in summer with its large palace gardens and fountains. The Versailles-like palace was built at the beginning of the 18th century as a total work of art, but it only reflects the splendor of the Baroque period on the inside. The Residenz, on the other hand, is a kaleidoscope of the centuries. Various princes of their time have left their mark on the palace. There are rooms from the Renaissance to Baroque to Rococo to Romanticism and Classicism. The approximately 130 rooms offer something for everyone, and you can easily spend an afternoon here, especially on rainy days. Even though the Residenz is located in the Old Town, you shouldn't just stay in the Old Town. Munich has so many districts, each with its own charm. Many people at least go to the Kunstareal, the Museum District, to visit the Pinakotheken. But if you walk just one street further, you will see a completely different picture. Here there are many bars, pubs and restaurants that are mainly frequented by students. Or you can cross the Isar and visit Heidhausen, the former working-class district with its many small craftsmen's and day laborers' houses, which have now been lovingly restored. If you walk south from the Old Town, you come to the Glockenbachviertel, the city's LGBTQ district, which also has a great nightlife and many restaurants and pubs. Or take the U2 subway to the Olympic Park and see the buildings from the 1972 Olympic Games. If you only see the Old Town, you haven't really seen the real Munich. The Hofbräuhaus is one of the most popular destinations for tourists. It is also very popular among Munich residents as the prices and quality are reasonable. So in my opinion, it is by no means a tourist trap. However, that does not mean that it's not very touristy and that you will not get the most authentic experience in Munich here. That is why, especially when the weather is warm, you should go to the beer gardens. There are around 20 beer gardens in Munich with 1000 seats or more. Almost every tourist passes by the Viktualienmarkt beer garden in the city center. But you can find even more authentic experience at the Chinese Tower in the English Garden or at the Augustinerkeller near the train station. A big beer garden video is planned for this year. And if you're here in winter, every beer garden also has a tavern where you can make yourself comfortable. Another mistake is that many tourists believe that Munich is only busy during Oktoberfest. In fact, there is too much going on during Oktoberfest, and this is reflected in hotel prices. But Munich always has something seasonal to offer, whether it's Fasching Carnival now, and then Starkbierzeit strong beer season, small festivals such as our Duld and Frühlingsfest, Spring Festival, or the Christmas markets in December. To have an authentic Munich experience, you shouldn't ignore these seasonal events. And to get to all these places and events, it helps to understand how public transportation works. Public transportation in Munich is safe and clean and also inexpensive compared to taxis and Ubers. I recommend downloading the MVGO app, which makes navigation super easy and ensures you always know where you are and where you need to go. If you connect the MVGO app to your credit card and then use MVV Swipe, buying ticket becomes super easy too. As a Munich resident, I almost exclusively use my bike and public transportation. It's been years since I last took an Uber or taxi in Munich. Munich isn't a city you just tick off a list. If you look beyond the obvious, explore different neighborhoods and understand how the city works, you'll experience a completely different side of it. If you found this video helpful, feel free to subscribe. I regularly share practical travel tips, historical insights and local perspectives to help you make the most of your time in Munich. And occasionally I also post important updates that could affect your trip, like strikes or seasonal events. And if you'd like me to show you Munich on a guided tour, here's my website and email address. See you in the next video, Philip.